For this video, we're going to be breaking down number 21 linebacker and running back Kevin Butler, class of 2024 of Clarkstown South High School. Before we dive further into the video, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. And if you're considering helping the group even further, think about joining our Patreon for added group benefits or using donation links below. And back to Kevin, this young man's 6'1", 215 pounds. He is a strong, slippery, well-rounded linebacker. I think he's one of the best linebackers I saw on tape from last year coming back. And he moves pretty well. And I have seen some strong reps both as a blitzer and dropping into zone coverage as well in the passing game. So well diverse in the run game and pass game. But my favorite part of his game is his ability to read, diagnose, flow downhill, and avoid and play through contact to the ball carrier. It's such an important aspect of being a linebacker, is being able to play through blockers and get to the ball carrier. And he's probably one of the better ones at it. Now, things he can work on, sometimes he plays a little bit high at times, especially in his stance. His feet can get a little bit too wide, which I believe his initial read steps slows him down a little bit. Love to see some more man coverage stuff. Let's go over a couple plays I really like. And one of my favorite linebackers to watch so far. And when you're looking at reads, right, there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat, but a big thing for me is triangle reads. Based on what level you're being taught at is how big the triangle stretches. In college, you can go from a running back and your reads can stretch all the way to tight end. So those triangles could be really big. But I'm just focusing on a flow read, which is your running back is going to tell you which area to look at while you're processing, while you're moving. You're looking at this space or the lineman. And if they're pulling back, that means it's a counter, right? And you flow the other direction. And if they're blocking, whether it's down blocks, drive blocks, zone blocks, you continue to flow. And that's kind of the big thing. You see this running back, he's going to step in this direction. So he's reading this side of that triangle. And that's going to tell him whether he should keep flowing into his gap, which is in this direction, or should he be bending back on the counter. And it's really going to give him a flow this way. And so let's watch him on this initial step here. First off, he takes his 2 read steps forward, which is always really important. He's starting to flow in this direction. You got a big lineman coming right at him, right? You can't be afraid. You can't avoid this guy. So you're going to have to fight through this block to get to where your hole is, which is right here, right? And again, watch him work. He makes that lineman miss. He knows where he needs to go in that direction. Boom, makes a solo tackle one-on-one in the hole. This is a very good rep. We're going to show again. Again, it all starts with reading, diagnosing, and flowing downhill. And if you need to, at times you're going to have to make blockers miss, or you're going to have to go through blockers. He makes a miss right here, gets into his hole, establishes it, makes the play. Let's watch him one more time. That's good stuff. Here's another play. Here he is right here. And again, another good angle. You're going to see running back is going to be attacking the center. So again, he's going to be looking at the area right in front of him should he keep flowing in this direction. And you got to do this in a quick manner, right? The quicker you can diagnose these plays, the better. He sees that. He's starting to flow this way. His eyes should be looking in this direction. You're seeing these linemen down block. They want to down block and get up to the backer. This guard is pulling. So that means this ball's coming this direction. He flows this way. And now again, his hole's right here. Too many times we see linebackers, they kind of bail away from the blocks. You got to get into your hole, right? So he's got to split this double team right here. And he does that. Look at him fight through those blockers right there. He fills his gap. And again, making the tackle. This is another impressive play. Split those blocks right there. Love it. Makes his tackle. You know, I mentioned he moves pretty well for a guy, that's 215. I thought he moved pretty solid. And this is an example of it. They're going to be running a sweep, and they're going to try to give you a bunch of junk, right? Especially if you have linebackers who are just focusing on the tailback or focusing on linemen, which linemen do give you a good indication. But if you have a zone scheme, it could be difficult to just focus in on linemen or teams that do false pulls, right? So they're going to be faking the running back. You're going to hand it to him. He's going to counter it back to this wing back. You're going to see motions. But if you follow your keys, you could figure it out. And he does it quickly. He's going to actually look at the line. He sees the guard pulling. He's going to be bailing out on this way, right? You don't even see what's going on in the backfield. He sees the lineman pulling. He's attacking that. You're going to see a blocker try to come up and block him. He avoids that again. Boom. Fills that hole. And you can just see how fast he gets in that direction. It's quick diagnosing. See the speed that he can hit that hole quickly, downhill, right? Again, making the blocker miss and making this play. go to the final play. And this is another important aspect of linebackers. You got to be able to move. In today's day and age, when you have offenses opening up, you need linebackers who can run. This is a nice rep right here for this young man. So they're going to be running a sweep. They're motioning here. You're going to see a sweep in this direction. And they're on, again, the hash mark. So remember that when he's flowing in this direction, got to make another blocker miss right here. And look where the ball carrier is. He's on the opposite numbers, and he makes this tackle in open field. It's really important, right? So you're on the hash mark. They're running sweep away. Can your linebackers run this down, right? And he shows on this play that he can. Now, he does get a little help on the outside to slow down the running back a little bit, but look at him get out there, make this play out by the numbers. And again, this was a very impressive young man I watched on tape. I'm excited to see him this upcoming year.